his first Grand Slam chip against diverticulitis. After defeating Zack Sabre, that he is on top of his game. New world title. He is the...
So when we have an AEW World Championship title match.
So much career, really.
Let's go back to the ring. And Justin
Manitoba, by way of or he is... He is not from the man who kicked out of the one-winged will end Kenny Omega's legacy. And defending all in Maxwell Jacob.
The assignment for tonight's main event. If MJF is victorious tonight, Kenny Omega rear.
And obviously not long. By the way, MJF did kick out of the... And that happened, well, 87.
On a Wednesday night, and we will stick with this one. JF the sidestep.
MJF saw it coming, Taz.
Kenny, but now both Omega and MJF.
Kenny Omega agreed to, but both were taken by the AEW World Champion, Maxwell Jacob.
German suplex, but when you feel like someone has your number, and that might be the
gouge in the eyes, and both these men.
Yeah, that was a shot.
Now you could hear it, we could see it.
Going over the barricade. And this is where the referee's described.
He's gonna let it fly. I would assume Bryce Remsburg started. Both these men were a big part of it, especially
to Bryce Remsburg for allowing us to go this far.
As you mentioned, Taz, a foundational piece of it will hold the AEW World Championship, Kenny that title. And Omega, by even his own admission, but Kenny Omega, by his own admission, Taz, his concern.
He's being honest, you know, and he's here. Sometimes you just know, and it happens.
Courtesy of Kenny Omega, the former.
In the back, and that's how far back they're fighting.
After here at the Baycare Sound, you got big blankets, right? To watch introducing MJF intimately.
Title. This is my personal opinion. I mean,
now Omega,
where the match is won or lost. So, right.
And Omega, whether he meant to or not, he talked to MJF.
Let's not forget, you see the tape.
On the defense of his AEW World Championship. Saw this in Vancouver, MJF pulling the advantage. Biting the face.
No, say this, but I do agree with you here. Just like Hangman Adam Page, never be able to...
MJF fully believes that he with him.
Yeah, absolutely. Think of the gentleman, the Hangman Adam Page, Roosh.
Remember, using the heat seeker, lining up. MJF covers quickly.
Smart what Kenneth did to get out of the ring. He didn't just kick out. You see, showing that tenacity, able to kick out and got
to MJF. I've suffered recently, but his lengthy hospital stay, removal. Omega never knew if he would be able to wrestle again.
And of course, MJF hit Kenny.
Sorry to interrupt you. So these people here, I mean, they're showing deserve some respect. Three-time world champion. Before he... All right.
But you know, you had Kenny Omega back in April with Dynasty.
Be careful, man. That's just high up.
Oh, man, an ankle or twisted knee landing like that. Tap. Kenny's walking fine.
Omega potentially with some sand in his eye. We saw how, as this World Championship title main event, making the climb.
Well, not just the drop kick, but MJF's head. And Max got himself really out of dodge, and he's got us.
Matt over the top. And once again,
who no doubt is in the prime of his career.
That's as it may be the twilight of Kenny Omega's
amazing first step explosion, that quickness.
Omega move over the top, the blue shaft, pressing the attack, neck breaker. And
not here.
Omega, the trigger, no, but at a high pace.
That's how he does it.
And suplex.
A lot of times that's the beginning of the end for him.
Oh, man, with the same
in the center, and the fans erupt here, including
right now. You see it, how evenly they're matched. AEW guys from day one, both of them.
Stress the gravity of it for Kenny to decide whether he would risk his future. It could be an extremely costly hook.
Oh my!
Driver. This could be.
Man, I don't know how he got out of that.
Kenny should say ring, and I'm using the word mat.
Yes,
not much mat.
As an underhook.
Oh, my. Oh, man. I don't know how he got out of that.
I say ring, and I'm using the word mat. There's not much mat else. Cares?
I care, but oh, look at that.
AEW World Championship. This is for Kenny Omega's after what happened just a few moments ago. The World Champion.
There you see the table that MJF.
Watch how MJF
Head still here with us.
and Taz. This Taz, as we know,
He's doing the right thing. He's got a zone after.
wait a second, looking for a one-winged angel
On the
Maybe
outside.
on the part of both men.
A freaking match, man.
Whole locker room backstage.
Yeah, and
Taz, everything,
of course, Will Ospreay waiting in the wings.
Into the abdomen, Excalibur. How smart.
inverted on the floor. And, oh no, tombstone!
And I think the adrenaline got to him.
To haunt him the remainder of this match.
Their last match at Dynasty in Vancouver. Pace under the best of circumstances. Taz inside.
Time or not, it's hot.
Heat seeker coming, Excalibur, I do believe.
Again, jam the knee, but we've seen
He's BS and a knee injury here, in my opinion.
Omega.
Yeah, both men crumple. MJF. Come on! The knee may haunt MJF.
Wrath for Omega. Bang! The V trigger. MJF placed in jeopardy. Further jeopardy by Kenny Omega.
Yeah, battle. It's a freaking struggle, is what this is. It's
Omega
so
sticking avalanche. One-winged angel.
It's it.
Heat seeker.
Kenny Omega will not. Kenny.
Taz differently, so he maintained control.
That's a split-second decision while you're trying to...
MJF, he's got that AEW World Championship title.
Before, Omega's felt him before.
And Bryce Remsburg, the referee, catching MJF, digging into the trunks. He's got that Dynamite Diamond ring, another spray. Ospreay! What the hell? What a load of BS! And now Omega pulls up short as MJF slinks down. He won the title. It was with the help of Don Callis. What the hell? And MJF just found out the challenger, the champion battered. Incredible! Bang! Another in quick succession. Bang! And now,
Elite Wrestling!
Kenny made history.
Unbelievable.
Pull that ring off Max's finger. This wouldn't have happened, but...
to retain his title. Kenny Omega proved that he is the AEW World Champion. The graphic go up. Will Ospreay challenging Kenny at Wembley Stadium. Those two men had a great match. Omega is the all